to Bestie Hotline.
Bring, bring.
I'm Kate Reeves.
And I'm Gemma Peanut.
We're here to see who called the Bestie Hotline today and get into those juicy dilemmas of yours. Someone did call.
Again.
I know.
Revsy, we are on a roll. DLs, as
Loving it.
always, if you have a dilemma but you feel like jumping on the hotline with us, feel free to drop us a voice note on Instagram.
We have missed you guys. It's so nice to hear your sweet voices.
It's really easy to do, you guys. You just open up the message. There's a little microphone icon. You just tap it and talk. I will say, though, that you have a minute and then it will cut you off. But we don't care if you send us 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah.
You do you.
Brain dump.
Yes.
We can take it.
We can. All right. Shall we see who called the Bestie Hotline today?
Hi ladies, I absolutely love the pod. I am a very long time listener, originally from Wales in the UK, but I live on Vancouver Island in Canada, and I have an internal dilemma that I would love your opinion on.
Okay.
Growing up, my mum, she has always talked very badly about herself, specifically her appearance. She would say like, "Oh, I look so fat." And I would not say anything as a child. And then she would say, "God, you're supposed to say, no, you're not, mommy." And lots of things like that. And I know that as an adult now, I know that she genuinely has no self-confidence. It's coming up for me a lot at the moment. I have gone completely the other way. I don't comment on my own body in front of my kids. I don't comment on my kids' bodies really. I tell them that they're beautiful and I tell them that I love them and all those things, but I don't ever say I look fat, I look thin, I don't like my hair, anything specific that I can't change within a couple of minutes. As I get older, when I look in the mirror, I am the spitting image of my mum. And it's bringing up lots and lots of feelings because my mum, for my entire childhood, has commented on how ugly she is. And I've never felt really ugly. I've had pretty solid, self-confidence. I don't think that I'm the most beautiful person in the world, but I've never felt the way that my mum did. But now that I'm looking in the mirror and all I can see is my mum's face, I'm being very heavily confronted with lots and lots of feelings about how I look. And I don't really know how to move past it. I don't know. I'm just feeling very stuck. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but it makes me well up. And I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what to tell myself. I don't know if anybody else has experienced it. I don't even really know what I'm looking for. But what do you guys think?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I really feel for you. It's rough.
That kind of generational trauma, and it is a trauma. It's stuck in your body. You can't move past it. It's is sticky. It's sticky stuff. It hangs with us and it hurts. I think you have to go to therapy
To work through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always I know that's not the first response for everything because it's expensive and it's time consuming and it's
often
hard.
inaccessible.
But if you can do it online or even try ChatGPT just to
Yeah.
get yourself started. But if you feel stuck and it's only gonna, I guess, maybe come up more as you age, we're heading into that time, aren't we, where the
Yeah.
aging is kind of getting rapid. You gotta, I guess you've got 2 options. You can live with it and feel this way, or you can try and unstick yourself, sort of unblock it and find a way forward. I mean, you're coming from a great base. The fact that you have body neutrality or face neutrality and you've got self-love and you've got confidence, always had it, and it's rearing its ugly head now, that's going to be great because you're going to have a lot of rungs on the board that you can
The
call on.
foundations are there.
Yeah.
I would like to offer some reframing that has helped me because I also had a mum that didn't speak particularly kindly about herself. And I always try and remember that she is a product of her own upbringing, of her own time and part of her own generation. We are all kids of the 80s, 90s. We all grew up with the heroin chic era where thinner is better, you want to basically make yourself invisible to be socially accepted or considered valuable in inverted commas. So I can remember vividly my mum saying, "I hate my bum." And I, as an adult, know that I have inherited a lot of her shape. I am fighting the urge to speak ill about my own butt.
Yeah.
You know? Thankfully, I have a bestie who loves to tell me how much she loves my butt.
Great butt.
She tells me all the time, and I just don't believe it
Cutest butt.
at all. But I try and fake it till I make it. And I'm like, okay, well, she doesn't think that way. Anyway, the point is, what I want to say to our DL is, despite how your mum felt about herself, and even though you are a mirror image of her, it is deeply personal and has nothing to do with you. What I want to say is, just because you look like her, not for a second is your mum like, oh, my daughter's really ugly, or having any feelings about you. It is her internal turmoil. It's her shadow work. It's her wounds about herself. And I doubt, I can't assume 100%, but I really doubt that she's looking at you as you age and being like, oh no.
No. But her internal schema will be, Mum says, faces that look like that are ugly, and
Or
then
I'm fat.
or bodies like that are the wrong shape, or that kind of butt is gross, you know, whatever. And you internalize that as a child. You go, data downloaded.
Yep.
It gets its hooks in, it locks in, and then you're kind of almost not in control.
No.
Even when you do add like a cerebral level where you're like, it's not about me, whatever, you still have internalized. You kind of like download your parents' opinions on these things, and they sort of get tentacles into you.
Of course, the tendrils hook in hard and fast. And I think we all carry a lot of internalized shame that we are actively rewriting or re-hardwiring our brains to work against. And that's exhausting. I don't know anyone of our generation who has nailed body neutrality. Like, I trick myself sometimes and I'm like, Jem, you're nearing 40. Like, you're going to do 50-year-old Jem proud and really own 40-year-old Jem and abandon all my inhibitions and not feel self-conscious.
Yeah.
But the truth is I do.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be lying to myself. But what I am prepared to do, which our DL is already doing, is mask that for the sake of my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my goodness, you are breaking a
you're breaking the
generational
cycle.
cycle. And you should feel enormously proud about that. But the pain that you feel.
Yeah, that's something that, frankly, is not going to go away.
No.
Unless you deal with it.
Yeah.
And it'll just come out the sides, or it'll, you know, get worse. And the fact that you're getting emotional when you call us to talk about it says to me that there is a spectrum of body image like there is of everything else. Yes, everyone in the 80s, 90s kind of had a similar experience, but there's a spectrum. You know, we know people who are at all the way along. And it sounds to me like you've got some straight up trauma, and it hurts you, and it might hurt you and cloud you and take over your life a little more than other people. And that is going to require some support to move it along. You know, it is. It's just, it seems, if it's making you emotional and upset and there are tears there, that's a clue from your body that this is something that needs addressing.
Yeah, it's weighing heavily on you.
And it's
clearly.
okay to seek help for this, whether that's with other people or a therapist or ChatGPT or BetterHelp or any of those online ones. Like, I think you need to do work on it, basically, because the thing is, you're doing work
So much.
by it consuming you and taking over and robbing you of your
Joy.
and your lightness and your free time by taking up real estate in your brain, to the point where you're calling us and you're like, I don't know what to do. Help. Is anyone else feeling this way? I can tell you, yes, lots of people are feeling that way, but it feels to me like this is quite a core like wound for you. Yeah, that you'll need help.
It's so fucked, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insidious.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's gone away. Like, I hope that what we're doing for our kids will bear some positive impact to work against what we see on social media.
I think our kids will be I'm confident our kids will be, I don't think they'll be free of it. We
No.
all judge ourselves from
and
top to toe.
compare. I
And
think it's the comparison thing. And they've got social media to compare themselves
Yep.
against, and AI, which is scary
Yep.
and worrying. And
Absolutely.
a whole new world that we don't have experience in.
Totally. And all those things are part of our landscape, and they absolutely do affect us. But nothing affects us more than the truths or the law we learn in our own childhood
Yes.
home.
And
Nothing.
That is the only thing you actually can control, is what you model in your home. The world is the world.
Yeah.
You can't protect your kids from that, but you can give them a safe space that is judgment free, where they can walk in the front door and know, oh, my mum isn't going to judge me
Yeah.
for how I look.
I'm free to be
and
myself.
what a gift,
What a
because we
gift.
didn't have that growing up.
No.
Many of us didn't.
Yeah.
I know Revsy didn't. I know I didn't. But I do extend a lot of empathy to my mum and also her mum.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It can only have gotten worse the further you go back.
Yeah. And also, I don't have a husband that comments on my body
Yep.
negatively. And I know, like, my grandma's generation, there was a lot of that
Mm-hmm.
going on where a husband's like, keep it neat, keep it tight for me. You're getting
Yeah.
a bit fat, you're looking a bit chubby or whatever. And that was socially acceptable. I know it's hard to hear, but it's true.
Yeah.
That's how people spoke to each other.
Yeah.
We're sending love, DL.
Yeah, and it's okay. Like, and thank you for calling us and reaching
Yeah.
out. Like, I just know that feeling when you get so stuck and lost and at the end of a road and you don't want something to consume you, but you don't know which way to turn. Like, you just need support. There might be groups you can join that are helpful too. Follow the right people on Instagram or whatever your platform is where you follow people. Find the right creators who are doing the right things, or just take care of yourself.
And I wanted to mobilize our wonderful DL community. Maybe some of you have some mental reframes or tips that have really helped you
Yeah.
work through this. Please share them, because I think we can
Absolutely.
all do with
Yeah.
a bit of body positivity, self-love, or work how you work towards neutrality, or give less fucks.
Yes, yes. Line up your hacks. We want
Yes.
them all.
100p.
Assemble Facebook group. You've been called on.
Well, DLs, we hope you can go into the weekend being a little gentle and a little kind with
Yeah.
yourself.
Absolutely. And those around you. See, this
Yeah.
is the thing. You never know what battles people are fighting
It's true.
privately. They could look like a happy, sunny person just getting it on with it in life, and they might have these thoughts when they lie down on their pillow every night. So, be kind.
And just to bookend this episode, DLs, just another gentle nudge / reminder to send us your dilemmas. We are loving hearing your voices.
Yes, call the Bestie hotline. She is open for you 24/7 on Instagram. Just send us a DM, hit the microphone. We want to hear your beautiful voices.
And as always, we'll be back in your ears bright and early on Tuesday with a reg ep.
Reg up, man. Bye.
Bye-bye.